The statistics show that most gamers today are playing older games, even though the last few years have been an absolute avalanche of excellent games to play. Some still remain relevant to this day from yesteryear, and with this I introduce WRECKFEST. WRECKFEST is a racing game put together by Bugbear Entertainment, and it has such a long and storied development. It really didn't seem like this one was getting out of the gate. Bugbear had shopped around looking for a publisher, couldn't find one at the time, so they began a Kickstarter campaign. That Kickstarter campaign did not go anywhere, and unfortunately the game was stuck toiling in development for years and years until eventually THQ Nordic was able to put it together, release it in 2018 on a PC, and it's gone through a bunch of different releases since then. We've had the Xbox One version in 2019, we've had the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series console in 2021, and it is still releasing in Switch as early as 2022. So I don't really expect it to release again on another console, but it is just worth noting this does span several console generations, and I'm here to tell you it is still relevant. This game stands out amongst others because of its destructibility. It is stated that this is a spiritual successor to Flatout, if anybody remembers those games. Well, this is very much a balance between racing and destruction derby. And that destruction derby is what sets this game apart from others, because the different damage that you can do to the cars. You're hitting with the front, or hitting with the side, or taking damage in different components of your vehicle if you're not careful about how you drive. Some of the race modes, however, are just straight up destruction derbies, where you're driving around crushing other enemy vehicles, and oh, there's 24 people total in the matches. Not always does every race have 24 cars, 24 different racers, but it can get quite into just a complete catastrophe very easily. But that's kind of the spirit of the game. It's not meant to be a careful, methodical driving around. You could try and play that way, but somebody like me could just come along and slam right into the back of the car, throw you out of the race, because if you're wrecked, that's it, you're out of the race. This game doesn't stay serious, not for very long. It embraces the spirit of WRECKFEST and crashing your cars, kind of like a kid smashing two dinky cars together. You're not really worried about what's happening in the race. Sometimes it's all about destroying the other vehicles, and this game really hams it up and gets into the silly angle because some of the vehicles, the special category of vehicles, get really strange. You're riding a couch into a sea of other couches, trying to see who will be the last couch standing. There's really weird and strange moments to this game, but it had me at some points laughing out loud. The way some of the cars just flip off into the horizon, some of the destruction when two things collide are wince-inducing. There's a lot of noise and sound collision in this game, and that kind of adds to just the impact. This is not a Formula One game, and that is sure through and through. But what this is a nice arcadey action game. And although it began so long ago, it is still relevant to this day, and it stands toe-to-toe with some of the games that have released in the last few years. You have my recommendation. Please check out WRECKFEST.